as the Pelicans prepare to take the court. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. Last game for the Pelicans, they ended up losing to the Dallas Mavericks. Here's Fears. And slam dunk by Fears.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
KD comes with the double team. Terry. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Oh, why dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Here's Castle. Sinks the three-pointer.
3 points.
Greg, how about this matchup we have here tonight? Two teams that really like to shoot the three.
It's going to be a shootout, Kevin. Something we see more and more of in today's NBA. I think whichever team makes more threes wins this one. Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. The team's shooting a steady diet from outside.
Kevin Durant.
KD with the bucket.
Anywhere Durant can find a shot, he can make a shot. That certainly includes the mid-range.
Pierce's shot is off.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
Misses from short range. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. The three off the mark. His first miss of the game, 1 for 2. Here's Castle. And that one is hammered home.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Now, here's Wagner. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game.
Yeah, and showing some force inside. Wagner making sure he gets his.
Here's Castle. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Pass to Durant. And then Durant with the dunk.
Oh, the rangy athleticism of KD on display, stretching it out to throw that one down.
That one drops for him. Fears has got his second bucket of the night.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
And the Nets making a change here. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Here's KD. Down it goes, his third basket. He's now 3 for 4. The Pelicans trail. And no questioning the greatness of Kevin Durant. But, Greg, trying to get back into championship contention.
Yeah, and since his 2 titles with the Warriors, disappointment with the Nets and Suns, can he get a shot at another ring?
And Brooklyn has possession. Following the score by New Orleans. Down to 5 on the shot clock. KD tries in. And then Durant with the jam.
And just so long and elusive on the drive. Durant excellent at finding ways to navigate inside.
And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. .152 left to play in the first. And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Number 0.
Here's Carr. Oubre with the steal. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Those who've worked with Nets coach Jordi Fernandez rave about his people skills. He said, quote, "Am I very good at it? I don't know, but I try because I think it's important. When you have that relationship, especially in the tough moments, is when you can break through and be successful. Without it, it's tough, so you try to build it." Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Allie. Just 3 to shoot. And again, New Orleans has no luck. And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
Here's Knipple. It's rebounded by Salon. Driving inside.
He's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
And he threw down that 360 like it was no problem. That is just insane skill.
Look at the guys on the bench. They're falling all over themselves. New Orleans shooting their first free throw. First trip to the line in this one.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis. Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Hands it from downtown.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Pass to Salon. Now LaRavia. Up in time. Nails the buzzer beater.
Big time shot to beat the buzzer there. My goodness.
Oh.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
Oh, man. Their mid-range jumper also has been on fire. Tough to beat a group of guys shooting with that much confidence.
Oh. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
And that one's good, Malawash. And the Nets lead by 2.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off. Talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was... And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Here's Vucevic.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Out to the right wing. Right to the hoop. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. To the wing on the left. Pass to Carr. Hits it from... three-point range. Carr's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. New Orleans in the lead. He takes it in.
Ooh, just shook his man loose with a crafty play inside.
And then the dunk just tops it off beautifully. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. It's rebounded by Salon. Pelicans leading by 3. Here's Vucevic.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Nice move. Here he goes.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
Over to the wing. Pass to Kneppel. And the Nets miss again. And the Pelicans with the possession. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. And the Nets making a change here. Carr with the ball. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. And Greg is a former point guard in this league. Give us your top 4 generals of all time. The guys that could direct the floor and could control a game.
Wow. If we're talking traditional point guards, I mean, I got to go Magic, Isaiah, CP3's in that conversation, Jason Kidd. But I've got a separate list for that hybrid point guard, right? Which that includes guys like Steph, Iverson, West, and the great Oscar Robertson.
And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Smith outside. High post, KD. 8 points for him.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Oubre outside. Pass to Durant. And stolen by Fears. Takes a 3. Rebound, Brooklyn. Jumps up. Oh, and the dunk by Smith.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. Here's Fears. Good on the shot. Fears has got 6.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one. That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. The shot's good from Hayes.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
And it's Wagner with the rebound. New Orleans leading by 8 to the paint. Nice move. And Misi throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Whoa, just climbing the ladder for that 360. Stupendous hop.
Yeah, Greg, he was sky high on that finish. Out left to the wing. Here's the 3. Doesn't go for him. KD, that's for 2. Nice defense from Wagner. And so it's New Orleans in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Nets trailed by 8. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Hey guys, Franz Wagner was asked to describe his game, and he said, I don't know if there's someone who I would say I play really close to. I'm like a tall guard. I try to do a lot of different stuff out there, and I hope when you see me play, you see that I'm having fun and I'm playing for the right reasons. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Durant just inside the line. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Now Fears. 6 points for him. Kicks it out to Wagner. Clock at 4. Rebound by Smith. Nets trailed by 6. Now at 6'10", GA, Franz Wagner provides great versatility to this offense.
Yeah, and he's a solid decision maker, capable of running the show. He's a gifted scorer and playmaker. Plus, he provides matchup problems with that size.
And that's a foul called on Franz Wagner. That'll be his second foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Here's KD. He's got 10. 6 on the shot clock. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
An 85% shooter there, and they've been able to count on him hitting his shots from the line.
And stolen by Castle. The finish. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
All of Castle's hard work is paying off here. He just keeps finding ways to attack.
Wagner outside. Pass to Hayes for the 3. And the Pelicans miss again.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
The Pelicans leading. Here's Terry. He's looking for Messi and finds him. Kicks it out to Wagner. Over to the left wing. Hayes. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
He may have had too much time to think about it.
And Jeremiah Fears gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. For the lead.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
With that miss, he's now made 6 and missed 6 from the field. And Stephon Castle is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Count that one. That's now 8 points for Jeremiah Fears.
Yeah, and they're able to get their first bucket of the second half after 4 straight misses.
Knipple, no good. New Orleans leading by 3. Here's Fears. He's got 8. Pass to Hayes. Here's Messi. And Messi throws it down.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Nice shot by Smith.
Hey, if you leave a great shooter open, you deserve to get that.
And he commits the intentional foul. So both teams making some changes here. And so Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. To the left side wing. Here's Salon. Rebound, Brooklyn. Knipple with it. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. For the lead. And it's Laravia with the rebound. Pass to Walsh. Here's Salon. Here's Vukcevic. 14 points for him. Kept alive. And here's Carr. New Orleans moving it around. 5 on the clock. Shakes him. Woo!
got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Here's Knipple. Off target from outside.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that
A
dunk?
nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Good on the triple.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
.41 seconds left to play in the third. Lets it fly from 18. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. The Pelicans look good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. The first free throw is good. The Nets making a switch here. He's perfect from the line this time. Nets trailed by 5.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
The Nets shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board. 77% collectively. Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Pass to Walsh. Here's Salon. Puts the move on. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Well, if you're going to let him get that close to the rim, that's what's going to happen. Leaving no room for error with the slam.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. And that does it for the third quarter.
Brooklyn, 55.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. So it's the Pelicans now. 4-point game. Pass to Carr. Here's Vukcevic. Bassi defending. Here's Carr. Makes it off the glass.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic.
Wow, hammering it in.
Look out.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrapper.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Here's Vukcevic. And a missed layup. Nets trailed by 4. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Pelicans.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
And we're also seeing a lot from them at the arc in this one. Tonight, it's been all about that 3-ball for these guys.
Well, look, obviously he wishes he hit every one, but every point counts right now.
Boom! He jams it straight down.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Chalk up 2 there. Vukcevic has got 22.
Not only is he putting up the numbers, but he's doing it at a very efficient rate, exactly when his team needs it.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Here's Vukcevic. Here's Salon. Lets it fly from 18. That's short off the rim. Brooklyn trailing. Pass to Bassie. Driving to the basket.
And some kind of switch must have been flipped at halftime because both teams are getting after it.
Yeah, and you can feel the pace picking up in the second half. Both teams have dialed up the intensity.
Out to the wing. Here's Vucevic. Rebounded by Jackson.
Just tremendous defense right there. Applying the pressure.
Here's Salon. Oh, that is a big-time jam.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
You got to be able to get some hang time to do that one.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And Brooklyn has possession. Outside Durant. To take the lead. Shoots. That's off.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
And Stephon Castle is going to pick up the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Smith there for the rebound. Brooklyn trailing. Oh, the slam dunk.
Smart bucket by Castle. Get out and run.
He finishes with a one-handed dunk.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Yeah, what a huge dunk. Making a statement right there.
And Stephon Castle is going to pick up the foul. That's his fourth foul of the contest. Oh, what a play inside.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
Serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring up. Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the play.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Three, good.
Yeah, excellent decision-making from Castle to set up his teammate.
Wagner outside. There for the rebound. It's the Nets now. Now Castle. Here's Durant. To take the lead. Hades so efficient in there.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
And that's what we're used to him doing, but he really just hasn't had that typical impact offensively. If they keep getting him touches, this game won't be tied for long.
Castle's so good up and down the lane.
And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Thoughts on what Coach wants to do here?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
No doubt, but they might have to draw up something that the defense isn't expecting.
Big time bucket there.
And guys, you don't have to tell these fans how important that shot was.
KD looking around.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Wagner. And he misses the J. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win.
you had